Now I'm going to show you what I am currently knitting and a little bit of crochet. I think I will start with the project that is rather big. That is a sweater for my daughter, and she wants to have a sweater that we call Islender. It would be like Iceland, the same word as Iceland, the country, but I don't know if it's connected to Iceland. I should have checked the history. Maybe I will do before I finish the cardigan. The sweater, sorry. I have the pattern from Rauma, but I don't use that yarn. I use Hillesvåg Ask, which is very much the same. And there is raglan, decreasing because now I knit from the bottom and up. And she really likes blue, so she has chosen the color. She's a rather slim person, as you can see. So she wanted it to be rather tight, and that makes it very fast to knit because there are not so many stitches here. So this is what I have done on the body, and I started with the sleeve, so I have almost finished the first sleeve. Well, yeah, it's a really super easy pattern. Just I have to concentrate a little bit so that I don't make the laces going the wrong way, because during Christmas when I knitted this, I had a lot of people around me. I was talking and a lot of things going on around me. So a little bit of concentration, of course, I need it, but it's very simple. So you will see more of this. I even think of making some episodes about traditional knit. This will maybe be called like Nordic traditional knit. And this booklet is not only with this pattern, it has setestal, and I think even there are Fana versions, isn't there? Yes, the one that I am wearing, a version of. So I could collect things that I have and show you and talk about the traditional things. I have said it already maybe many times, but I haven't made it into reality. Something else that I am working on, which gives me bad conscience because it's so slow, that's the stockings for bunad for my son. This is the needle 1.5, and if you're American, that would be even, I don't know what number you have. There is maybe no number for it because they are like needles, like sewing needles. The yarn is lamb's wool, really thin. It takes forever, and it's not really the best thing to have in my hands because it's so tight. This is the first. I'm going to knit when I come to the same place in the pattern. I'll try to concentrate and do it both almost at the same time. Some other things that I'm doing is that I try to do, this is a cardigan I kind of have completed. This is the Angry Sheep cardigan, the needle lady, Anne Myhre, knitted in a mohair lamb's wool blend from Telespin, a small mill in Norway. It's finished, so I can use it, but what I haven't finished is inside. When I stick this, I have to use the machine, and I have to cut with scissors, and then, because this is not wool, a little bit lamb's wool, but mostly mohair that is very slick, I have to do something to make it nicer. So I am knitting, and again, I could have finished a long time ago, just it's boring. So I knit, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 stitches. I knit something to have inside to hide this. and it's slow because it's boring, as I said. And then when I talked about the shawl, I showed you the shawl. I didn't have the name of the yarn that I used for the I sometimes just, I don't do this a lot, so I forget the words. Lace. I used a yarn that it is not the same color but the same yarn dyer and the same kind of yarn, Morgendis from Gull. It's Norwegian wool, very nice. And another thing that I actually had very close but I didn't think of is the villull that I had in this cowl. It's from a very local producer, villull, and this is the way it looks. This is from the sheep. This is like very, very local. So nice to have. Another thing that I am working on is knitting with leftover yarns. I find it very I don't know, it's a good way. I feel like I'm tidying my yarn. I feel like I use the scraps. It's fun to change colors and pattern all the time. So I make squares and then I make them into blankets. I have done this before and I have shown you before. If you have followed me for some time, I guess you have seen. This is the beginning of a new blanket. Every second square is with one color only, and I decided to use moss stitch. And then the others are just a lot of colors that I happen to have, and I try to spread the colors. So here we have one. And I save, this is not because I'm lazy and I don't want to weave in the ends. I use the ends when I sew them together. So granny squares, really nice for leftovers. Yeah, a lot of these. And I make a lot and then I sew it on. And I make some more and well, it will be a blanket, because if I hadn't done the sewing as I go, they would have maybe ended up in a bag somewhere, 1 square, without being a blanket. So that's the way I do. Well, that was all. I have some other projects that I have not worked on, but this is what I'm working on now. Mostly I'm reading and working in the library, and then I knit a little bit. I have some more things going on that is so in the very beginning that I want to show you in the next episode. I have to save a little bit. Janne has a lot of things and I have to save for next time, unless I will not have anything new to show you. Then I think now again, Janne, it's your turn. You will be the main entertainer in this episode. So what are you working on? Go ahead, Janne, and thank you for watching.
Hello and welcome to me. I am sitting on the second floor and I have a lot of things I am doing right now. I knit and I crochet and I am not sew. I haven't any sew I'm doing. I have something I will sew. I have knitted a jacket to my granddaughter. She's 10 years old. This is Anker from Fruktnett. The yarn is Fusion from Jord Clothing. It's color 302. I will sew in buttons. I have the buttons here, and they will go to this jacket. You see, it's oh, just an ordinary button. And I am knitting on a sweater to my husband. Where is the other one? The sleeves. Yes, it's here somewhere. I find it afterwards. This is a sweater to my husband. This is finull from Rauma. And the pattern is in a Norwegian book called this. They have given out a lot of books. I think it's 22 books. And it's for baby, dolls, grown, boys, girls. It's a lot of things they have in one of my knitting bags from denim trousers. And I bought this yarn in the autumn, but I don't like the yarn. I think it's so hard to knit. So I knit this in the socks, but I have to knit it finish. So that's one of them I will knit the first time. And I knit. I get this yarn from a friend. She doesn't like the yarn, and I took kid silk with it, and I think I will knit socks. I have started, and I like the fabric. I think it's okay with kid silk. So I think it's been sock to my husband. Maybe I will try if he wants that socks in one of my summer bags. My daughter asked if I could knit a Sunday cardigan from Fruktnett. So yes, I do. This is the cardigan. I have the sleeves are here, so it's and I have knitted that long. So I knit turn around, right and wrong, knit and purl, and the top will sew down like this. So this is what it will be like. I will take the back. So this is the way it will be. In a bag I have been sewed by myself. This is an embroidery I buy in a second hand store, I think it's called, and a zipper in a pocket, and it's like this back. So this is also I'm knitting on. Before Christmas I knit this. This is a shawl. It's my pattern. I think I will knit one of these, and then I almost have this left, and that's it, not enough. I have a lot of black, so I have to buy a finull from Rama in this color. So now I can finish it. Oh. So this is also in a bag with embroidery. I buy in a second-hand store. And I am knitting baker twine. I get this yarn from an old lady. She can't knit anymore. And I take some yarn from myself, muscat, from drops. And I made two threads, one red and one black. And I knit baker twine. This is the first one. So I will knit that finish too. I have a lot of doing. I'm not finished yet because I was knit a pair of socks. And then I haven't more yarn, so I have to buy yarn. And this is stonewash, socky stonewash from Adlibris. This is my favorite thick yarn, the socks. So I have buy a lot of color. So it will be more of this. And I like this these socks very good. It's thick socks, but oh, I like them. So I have to finish this too. And this is an fjære from Hillesvåg. This is a thin sock yarn. It's I think it's come in autumn. I think it's August, September. They come with this yarn, and I will knit a shawl like this in this color. So I just started. So, and this is a thing I only just started on. This is a headband in pink, smart, and you see I'm just started. So I have to finish that. This is a Christmas bag. And I have a lot of things, yes. This is a bag in to my potatoes, because I don't like potatoes in plastic. So I knitted this to have potatoes in. I have one, but I think I will make this for Christmas present 2025 to the adult in the family. And the children will get socks. So I have started on Christmas present in January. Oh, and here are the sleeves to my husband's sweater. I knit them, the sleeves. I started on Friday when we go to the cabin to get rid of the snow. We have very much snow. So I knit this, finish on Sunday. So Friday to Sunday, 2 sleeves. Now it's the rest. I have to knit it before I put it together. I knit the rest. I'm making a Santa. This is big one. I make smaller one. So I have started because I don't have any more left. They all get away. And this is the top of the small one. And I have crochet this, and I will make, I started on a new one in red. I will have it blue, and I will have it green. And I make small, you see it's finer, and I have been wash them in a washing bag. And then I haven't get any more of the small one, so you can't see it. But I will make a lot of them in this year. But they are like this, with the cheap wool, and this is a wood. But I have not so much wood, so I will. This is a pearl, wood pearl. But I have a lot of wool too, so I will make them. Oi. Yes. And I haven't speak so much about this, but I am embroidery bunad. This is for my granddaughter. She is now 10.5 years, and she will have it when she is 15. So I have some time for to get it finished. This is the bunad for her. And I haven't come so far. I are doing on this side. It is two separate sides. They are the same, and it's top on the top and at the back, and it's a lot to embroidery. So I am nearly finished with two colors of green, and I will start on the other color. You will see it when I am doing something on it. I have not embroidery so much in Christmas. A bit, but not so much. You see, I have glasses, and I have a lot of yarn. This is the two color I am using right now, and this is the one I have been used, and you will see. I will take up. This is the color in the bunad. Oh, you see, it's a lot of color. Once more, yes, one pink. And this is all the color I will use. So it's a lot of do before I'm finished. So that's in one of my bag with small leftover yarn. I think I've been shown before, but this is the yarn to the bunad. So, that's in this bag, in this glove bag with blue and blue under. It's a lot of thread and fiber. So, this is what I'm doing. Yes, I think that's what's all I'm doing. Yes, maybe I have shown this before, but this is a baby merino, and that's the last small pieces I take in this blanket. I don't know when it's finished, but I use it, and the same is this. This is Ripple Granny, only in finull. This is a bigger bit. I have whole skeins. So this is what I have crochet a bit on it before in Christmas, but not so much. So that's what I'm doing. So I will say that I hope you are crochet and knit and do something special to yourself and to others. So that's all for me this time.